he decided that the decision was that he was not found liable violating habeas corpus. He did not violate habeas corpus.
Okay, do you understand that that answer that you just gave me tells me that you did not read it? That's just like
Is it because it's the wrong answer, or
yes, correct, because it's the wrong answer. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Rinyald. And if you disagree with anything in the video, make sure you join the Discord and we can have a chat sometime.
two reasons? First reason is just watch what you're saying because the live started cutting out.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it was
I don't know
that was
why,
a
but just started cutting out.
that was an internet connection problem. That wasn't a no censorship, just bad internet.
Okay. Anyway, I am a Trump supporter,
Okay.
so I mean, I'd like to, I'm not super informed of everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But tell me why you don't like them, other than the reasons that are up here.
Well, I mean, the reasons that are up there, I think, are the main reasons that I don't like him. I'm somebody who really, really likes the Constitution, really, really likes American values. I think Donald Trump does not believe in those values that I hold. I don't think Donald Trump particularly cares about the Constitution. Um,
Do you like the Second Amendment?
yeah, generally.
I mean, you just say you love the Constitution. What's wrong with I mean, you think that some parts of the Constitution should be amended?
Also, yeah, probably.
Okay, so then you don't love all parts of the Constitution.
I don't think I said I love all parts of the Constitution. I said I love the Constitution. But when I say I love the Constitution, I mean I love that the
In
Constitution
its
created a very
entirety.
functional society. I think that the Constitution is a very good governing document. And I think that one of the biggest strengths of the Constitution is that it's a living document and that whenever you don't like something or something doesn't age right, you can go through the amendment process. That's part of the good part of
Okay,
the
so
Constitution is
not
being
about the
able to amend
content,
it.
more about okay.
Most of the contents I
So
would
not
stand by. Yeah, sure.
okay. So what don't you like about the Second Amendment?
I said I like the Second Amendment.
I mean, you said most parts of it.
Yeah. So, like,
So
are
what
you
parts
asking
don't you
what
like?
particularly I don't like about this? I don't like how broad,
Yeah.
or I don't like the vague language of it.
Okay. What specifically you're talking about? I mean,
I mean, I
I'm
think
just
it's
trying to
very. I
start a
think
conversation.
I think it's hard to narrowly define what the Second Amendment applies to, and I think that that's probably not great. That may have been baked into the Second Amendment as well because they probably wanted to trust a lot of the regulatory power into the states. But I mean, I don't like the way that it's framed. I think that it should have been phrased differently, or it should be amended to be more clear.
Okay, so what would you like? What specifically would you like to see a change in the Second Amendment?
I don't have the specific verbiage. It would depend on what's being proposed. I would say that some common sense gun regulation probably makes sense. Others probably don't. I don't see the need for like an assault weapons ban. I think that would probably just be pointlessly divisive and it wouldn't really materially change much. Um,
What would an assault weapon be to you?
I, I,
What does that mean to you?
I don't know. But it's not a policy that I'm a proponent of. So
You don't know?
yeah,
I mean, you said you don't think there should be an assault weapons ban, but what does that mean to you? Just so I know
I
what you
I
mean by that.
I don't know a lot about guns. I'm not gonna lie to you. When
Okay.
I'm kind of deferring to the experts. Everything that I've seen says that an assault weapons ban probably isn't gonna do much, so I wouldn't support it. But I know that that's something that the Democrats push for a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's fine. How do you feel about his immigration policy?
I think it's
Trump's
terrible.
immigration
I think
policy.
it's awful.
It was terrible. Okay.
Hmm.
Why is that?
Because I think that the border has a fundamental issue. Republicans don't want to fix it. They want to kick it down the road and keep it as an election issue. Republicans in Congress said it in 2022. Donald Trump just wants to put band-aid solutions on it and not actually propose any real solutions to the problem. So it can just be the Democrats' problem perpetually, and so the Republicans can never do anything to work with Democrats to fix it, and then just put band-aid solutions and effectively just ensure that they can keep getting reelected off the back of it because they don't actually want to fix it. They just want to prolong it.
So you don't think that deporting illegal people in our country is fixing the problem?
No, because what were the situations that caused these people to be here?
An open border.
What when you say open border, what does that mean to you?
Less border protection, less people at the border, making sure people aren't rushing in. So yeah, less border protection. I mean,
So I
yeah, I
mean,
don't,
like when
I think
Biden.
there's some information going around talking about an open border. I mean, it's not like the wall was taken down and the
Mhm.
gates were open and, illegal Hispanic people fled in. No, there was a lot less funding for border
I
protection.
mean,
There
I'm
was a
pretty
lot less
sure
funding
border
towards
turnarounds
ICE.
were like historically high, right? And Biden deported a lot more people than I think Donald Trump did in his first term, right?
No, I mean, the only month where
No,
Biden's numbers were more than Trump's was February. It was by 1,000
February of what year?
of this year.
Biden wasn't what?
Okay, so under in February of Biden's term,
Biden
okay,
wasn't president in February.
I didn't say he was. I was comparing the month of February in the first year of Biden's administration, his deportation numbers compared to Trump's deportation numbers in
Why
the
are
month
you
of February of his
why are you
first year.
comparing Biden's numbers in February when there was a global pandemic happening and nobody was
I
coming to the
just
border?
said I just said that was the only month where Biden's deportation numbers were higher than Trump's. It's not that complicated.
Okay, so like the you're telling me right now that if I look at the total numbers, they wouldn't be higher.
I mean, you said by a monthly basis, but total
No, I
numbers
didn't say by a
during.
monthly basis. I said I'm pretty sure Joe Biden
So, I
deported more
mean,
people than Donald Trump.
okay, so I mean, Trump's only been in office for 6 months, and his first term he didn't have he a lot of his
Okay, so
campaigning wasn't
that
focused
is
on
true. So I don't.
deportation.
That is true. So I don't know why you were trying to push me on that. So okay, if we had an open border, why would deportation numbers be so high?
Why would deportation numbers be so high? Because there are more people coming to our country illegally, so
Well,
deportations
I'm
would
saying
go up
if we had a higher if we had an open border, why would we have higher deportations?
because there were more illegal immigrants coming into the country.
Yeah, but it's an open border.
They weren't deported at the border.
Exactly. Okay. If it's an open border, okay, an open border, I think
Mhm.
implies that we're letting illegals stay here too, right? Would you also claim that Biden did that?
Letting illegals stay here, I don't
Yeah.
think, his specific immigration policy was just like Obama's. I mean, Biden did deport people. Um,
Right.
he deported a
So I'm
significant number of
asking
people.
if he had an open border where he was just letting people funnel through, why would he be even doing deportations if he wanted an open border?
He didn't want an open border. He just didn't, have funding for border control. So,
Do you think
and the
funding was
effect of
the
that
only
was
issue?
more people coming. No, I don't think that was the only issue. I mean, the major issue at the border is that the immigration courts take too long and the path to citizenship is too long.
Okay. What's Donald
Um,
Trump doing to address
that's
that?
right now
Yeah. Or like what does he plan to do? Well, like tell me what his plans are.
to address the length of citizenship. He's doing nothing right now.
Okay. So that's my problem is that there are real issues at the
So
border.
he's not
Donald
doing
Trump is not
everything you want.
pursuing no, Donald Trump is doing nothing. Donald Trump is not pursuing any real change
So
to
you
the
don't
border
want him to
policy.
deport people who are illegal.
I think Donald Trump is doing illegal action to deport people who are illegal, and I don't see the need to do these incredibly expensive mass deportations.
So he's deporting illegal people illegally. Can you explain that more?
Yeah, it's that he invoked the Alien Enemies Act on the grounds of an invasion that was not substantiated by his intelligence, and he was robbing people of their due process rights when he invoked that act in order to get them out as quickly as possible, and he sent them to a torture prison.
A torture prison. Okay.
Yes,
So he did not deport everyone to El Salvador. He deported the,
correct. He debated. He
most violent
deported the
criminals.
no. He deported the alien enemies, the alleged alien enemies, to El Salvador. But the problem is that he was
Mhm.
robbing them of their due process rights. So it's hard to know whether or not they were really violent criminals, like you're framing, because they didn't
So
have
he
due
did this
process rights.
specifically, or did the?
He signed the Alien Enemies Act. He signed an act in order to allow DHS to do that. Yeah.
Okay, so he Yeah, so it wasn't illegal then.
It
It
was
was an
illegal.
act
You can you
put in
can
place.
you can sign an illegal executive order.
Has it been deemed illegal by the courts? No.
Yes,
Actually, it's being
SCOTUS
deemed
shot it down
legal.
twice. No,
Nope.
SCOTUS shot it down
Nope.
twice. JGG versus Trump. Like I don't
Right
know,
now, I mean, I can
I
do
don't
this
know
right now.
why you're proudly saying that he was never shot down. He was twice.
He was not. That's not true. There was a
I
mistrial in
okay,
the first place, and then it got
so if you
okay. I mean,
if you find out that JGG did rule that the Trump administration was stripping people of their due process rights and said that they have the right to habeas corpus, are you going to come back and apologize for you calling me wrong?
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
I
So
mean, I'll say that I was wrong, but I'm not going to apologize for anything.
you're not going to apologize for coming up here and just lying?
It wasn't lying if you don't know you're lying. That's to my knowledge and the knowledge I have in my brain.
If you're making a positive
The
claim,
courts has not deemed
Owen, if you're
what he
making a
did to
positive
be illegal.
if you're making a positive claim that the courts did not rule something and you don't know if they did or didn't, then you are lying.
No, I said they did not.
Correct. But if they did, you didn't say I don't know if they did. You said they did not. And if it turns out that they did, you
And
are
they did
lying.
not.
Okay, so I'm
And if it
giving you a
turns out
case.
they,
I'm giving you
if
a
it
case. You can
turns
look it
out
up
they
right
did,
now.
then I was wrong. It wasn't that I was lying.
Well,
Is
you're
it?
claiming to have
Okay,
knowledge
we're
that you
looking
don't.
this up.
You're claiming to have
Okay,
knowledge
so
that you don't
what do you want
have.
me to look up? What do you want me
JGG
to look
versus
up?
Trump. You can look it up. It's a SCOTUS decision saying that the people that he deported have the right to habeas corpus, and these people were not given that right. So, do you agree if you made a claim that you didn't know was true, you should have just said, I don't know, instead of making a
No,
positive
I mean
claim
it
that I was
is
wrong?
true, and I'm looking it up right now. So
Okay. Do you understand that this makes you bad faith?
I don't understand what you mean by that.
Like if you're coming up
Okay,
here lying and
so
you're looking for
this is
justifications for why
on.
you're right, that's a bad faith thing to do. You're not actually coming up here to have a conversation. You're coming up here to I don't even know what your aim is.
I'm having come up to have a conversation. So it looks like on Reuters, it looks like
Mm-hmm.
the lawsuits against him, he won.
You're telling
So
okay. Wait, what? Oh, define a win. Like
he
if
won the lawsuit. He didn't get accused of doing something legally.
do you understand that
I
you
mean, he did
can?
get accused. He wasn't convicted of doing that.
Do you understand that a case can be shot down and neither side can really win that?
I mean, I think a win, at least because I support Trump, would be that he didn't do anything illegal.
Okay, but that court didn't
So, I
rule.
mean, are we
That's
arguing
not what that
semantics now,
that
or are we
no,
going to actually talk
that's
about
not what that
something
court
subject?
ruled. That's not what that court ruled. The court ruled that the jurisdiction
It
was
did.
wrong. No, the court ruled that the jurisdiction was wrong. That's not a
I'm not
win for
finding
Trump.
any. I'm
There
not
was a
finding
jurisdictional problem.
anywhere. Finding that anywhere.
Yeah, I know
I
because you
don't. I
don't know
don't
the
know where you're
case.
finding that.
I've
No,
read the
I'm
case.
looking at the case right now.
No, you're not. You're reading a Reuters article. I have the Supreme Court opinion up.
Right, and I got the court case off of Readers. So,
Oh, okay. Do you want to read the Supreme Court case with me? We can.
I mean, we don't need to read it together. I'm reading it right now, and there's nothing where it says
What are you reading? Tell me what you're reading.
he's convicted of something illegal.
No,
I just read the
it's
court
not a
case.
conviction. It's a civil remedy. This wouldn't be a conviction.
Okay, I mean, I used the wrong wordage. I'm sorry. I guess I should.
Okay. So
Not what
can you
I
tell me
did.
what SCOTUS decided
On what date?
on the date of April 7th, 2025?
Well, this
And
one's
I don't
from June
listen. We
2nd,
can we
2025, so that's more recent.
well then you're
So
reading the wrong case. I don't know what to tell you. So okay, I don't mean to be like a Quizler, okay? I'm not just trying to ask you questions to make you feel bad. The reason that I'm asking you all of these questions is because you're claiming to have knowledge that you don't have. I don't know why you're making the positive claim that Trump won in court, that he was never found to rob people of their due process rights when you don't know any of the cases surrounding it and you don't know any of what the cases say. I could have
He
explained
was
it to
not
you if you
found
asked
of
a
that.
question. He was. I'm telling you, and you don't know if he was or
Mm.
not because you don't know any of the cases.
I just said he wasn't, and
Yeah, I
I'm
know. I
reading the
know you
case
said
right
it,
now.
but you were wrong when you said it.
I'm not wrong. You haven't been able to prove to me that I was. You're just saying that.
I'm telling you, go read JGG.
I'm reading it right now.
Okay. So that's why I'm asking you, what is it saying? Tell me what you're reading.
You want me to like read off what I'm reading right now?
Yeah.
I'll really look it up because I closed it.
So you're not reading. This is what I don't know why you want to engage in bad faith like this. I don't get it. Like, why are you lying to me? This is not
I'm
this is
not
not a
lying
good
to you.
this
I
is not a
closed out of the
conversation.
tab.
You said you were
Okay,
reading
here we
it.
go.
How were you reading it when your tab was closed?
I just closed the tab. I said I just read it.
So you said while you said I'm reading it, you closed the tab? Why?
Yes. Why? Because I was done reading it. I wasn't going to continue arguing about who's right or wrong. It's public information. You can decide to say that he was convicted and he wasn't. It doesn't matter. It's right
Again,
here.
this isn't a matter of conviction. You already know that. I told you that.
Would you like me to use a different word to make your feelings feel better?
I would like you to use the accurate word so you're not lying. It's not about feelings, it's about describing facts. This is not a matter of
Okay.
conviction.
What word do you want me to use?
That he was not found liable.
Okay, found liable,
Okay.
convicted.
But he was, though, right?
He was not.
Okay. Then tell me what JGG decided.
Well, there is multiple pages. I'm going to have to. There is 25 pages if you expect me to read all of that in,
Do you want me to tell you what it
5
decided? And we can
minutes.
just. Do you want me to tell you what they
I'm not
decided?
going to do that because I know you're wrong in the first place because the website that the point of websites like Reuters
Uh
and
huh.
things like that are so you don't have to read the actual court case yourself.
Right. But the problem is that you
So I
didn't read
got
the.
my answer
Yeah,
off of
but you didn't
Reuters.
read the Reuters
So
thing
you're
either.
saying Reuters is lying? I
No,
did.
I'm not saying Reuters is lying. I'm saying you didn't read the article either because you just saw,
Am I
oh, he
saying
won
it
in
wrong?
court. That's it.
Am I saying Reuters wrong? Is it
Reuters. Yeah, it's Reuters. But I'm saying you didn't even
Reuters?
read that
Whatever.
article either.
Um, let's-
If you did read an
I
article, it
did. I
should be.
just read it. It was published
Oh,
June
you
2nd,
okay? You did
2025.
read it, so then it should be very easy for you to tell me what did JGG decide. What was the decision?
He decided that the decision was that he was not found liable of violating habeas corpus.
Violating habeas corpus.
Yes, he did not violate habeas corpus.
Okay, do you understand that that answer that you just gave me tells me that you did not read it? That's just like I
Is it because it's the wrong answer, or
yes, correct, because it's the wrong answer. Yes,
okay? So you're saying he did, even though right here it says he didn't.
it's that habeas corpus is wasn't even ruled to be the correct venue yet. That's what the case ruled. So
What?
the habeas corpus wasn't the only venue available to alien enemies, so there would be no reason for SCOTUS to say that he violated habeas corpus when habeas corpus wasn't the only thing on the table. There would be no reason for
Well,
that
I
to be the
mean, what was the
decision.
other thing on the table? I mean, that's what I read
You
right
should you
here.
should know. You should know.
Talks
You read the
about
article.
I read the article, but the article only talks about Trump and violating habeas corpus. It don't talk about anything else.
No, I can promise you it doesn't because violating habeas corpus isn't even like a coherent thought.
I mean, okay, I mean,
All I
habeas
want
corpus is a
here's
set
what I
of
want from
rights
you,
given
Owen.
to.
Here's
Okay,
here's what I want from you, Owen. I just want you to have a little bit of humility and just admit what you don't know, and then just come into conversations knowing what you don't know, and then just
wasn't it
engage with
proven
people who know
wrong?
more. Just engage with people who, everybody who knows anything about this case knows you're wrong. Okay, I just want you to have a little bit of humility. Okay, the
All
smartest
right,
people know
that's
what they
fine. I
don't
mean, if
know.
you
That's
want to
all. That's
deny
all.
reality and live in your own liberal delusion, you can do that.
Okay,
It's
everybody
fine.
knows that JGG
So, I
versus
mean,
Trump did not find anything about violating habeas because that's not what was on the table. It's like saying,
Okay,
yeah, oh
so
yeah,
what was
I
on
read
the
about the
table
OJ
then?
case. It was found that he did not leave his shoes in the foyer at 6 p.m. It's like that's not what was being
Okay,
litigated.
so
So
so so
obviously you
how
didn't.
would so how would Trump deport people illegally if he wasn't violating habeas corpus?
Again,
What else
violating
was he?
you're not even asking coherent questions. How did you know that I left if I have a clock on my wall? Do you know how to answer that question? The
Are
answer
we
is
are we
no, because
arguing
that's like an
semantics right
incoherent
now?
question.
The way that I'm
No,
it's
you're
not.
asking me questions that have no answer because they're not structured
So
correctly.
habeas corpus is a set of rights, and
Mm-hmm.
you're depicting the structure of my sentences.
The structure of your
I
sentences
don't know.
don't make sense. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're saying that someone can violate habeas corpus. You can
No,
say,
I'm
oh,
saying
well, he
that's no,
deported
that's
people
not what I'm
without
saying.
giving them
I've said
habeas corpus, which would mean denying their rights.
no. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that you could violate somebody's right to habeas corpus, but I'm saying that that's not what was being litigated in JGG versus Trump because JGG versus Trump ruled that habeas corpus was the venue. So how would it be found that Trump was violating someone's habeas corpus rights if habeas corpus wasn't the thing that was being sucked or seeked?
Okay, so what was the thing that was being seeked?
You should know. You read the article.
I read the article.
Uh huh.
I didn't
It
read the
should
court
tell
case.
you.
So according to, I mean, it says right here the part that was being, according to you, seeked
Uh huh.
was whether or not Trump violated a person's habeas corpus. So
No.
how about you
Wait,
tell?
where are you
Yes, it
reading at?
is.
Read me the sentence.
I mean, I've already closed out of the tab because I don't. I
Okay.
mean, do you want me to pull it back up? Sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I
We'll
would
pull it
love you
back
to
up.
pull it back up because you're not.
That's fine.
That's not correct. You're just wrong. Unless you're
Okay,
talking
so
about a
the
different
top.
case, maybe you're not talking about JGG. That's a possibility. You may be talking about WMM versus Trump. That's possible too.
Okay, so
Because
this
WMM
was
was a matter of litigating habeas, and we could talk about that too. But we're talking about JGG right now, and JGG did not litigate that.
okay. So the title of this article, just so you can look it up too,
Mm-hmm.
it says Trump gets key wins at Supreme Court on immigration despite some misgivings.
Despite some misgivings.
So the summary of this article, it
Let's
says
see.
court lets Trump end migrants' humanitarian legal status. Justices yet to decide on birthright citizenship rollback, and court highlights Constitution
Wait,
guarantee of due
what's the
process.
Trump gets key wins at Supreme Court on immigration despite some misgivings. Okay.
Yes, and then the summary is is what is talked about in the article.
I'm sorry. Did you did you I know for a fact you didn't read this article. Is this article even about the Alien Enemies Act? Cuz
So
this
you
is about
wanted
a
me to
different
look up
case.
whether the Alien Enemies Act was found unconstitutional or not.
No. You're just not tracking, and that's okay. That's okay. Listen, you're not a lawyer. I understand that. It's fine. I just want you again. I just want you to show some humility. If you don't know, then just admit you don't know. Don't make positive claims that they never ruled about this in court when you don't know that. That's all I'm asking.
Okay, so
Okay?
again, I'm not admitting to anything because all you're saying is that I'm
I know
wrong.
you're not admitting to
You're
anything because
not
you
you're
don't
not
know
responding to
anything.
anything
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying. You're not
Yeah, because
responding to
it's
anything that I'm saying.
incoherent. You're not
It's
responding to
not
the.
incoherent.
Okay, then how do you know that I left my house if there's a clock on the wall? How do you answer that question?
You can't answer that question.
Okay, those are the kind of questions that you're asking me, and the reason that I'm not giving you
So I
answers
the
is
the
because I
last
can't
question I
answer a
asked
question like
you,
that.
the last question I asked you was, did you want me to look up the case court on whether or not um, the Aliens Enemies Act was found unconstitutional?
All I want you to do right now is just
How is that
admit.
incoherent?
All I want you to know is just admit that you didn't know about this case when you came
You're
up.
just asking me to admit. You're not even answering my question. This is what I'm talking about.
just want you to, because it's unrelated to the thing that we're talking about. I just want you
You're
to
not
admit,
responding to anything I'm saying.
yeah, because it's
It's
unrelated.
okay. You're not responding to anything I'm
I
saying.
just want you to admit
It's
that you
not
didn't
unrelated.
know
That's
about
the
this when you
topic at
came up.
hand.
No, it's an unrelated topic. All I want from you, we can go into this case. I just want you to admit that you didn't know about it when you came up. That's literally all I want. Because it's hyper clear to everybody watching that you didn't. So I just want you to say that you didn't. That's all.
Yeah, all 12 people.
Yeah. It's 12 more people than are watching you. I just want you to admit
I think
that you
they're
didn't
watching
know.
me as well.
I just want you to
That's
admit
how
that
that
you
works.
didn't know. I just want you to admit that you didn't know when you came up. That's literally, I just want you to show some humanity to me. I just want you to show some humility to me.
Are you gonna answer my question, or are we just gonna get stuck on this the
No, I
rest
just
of the
want you
lives?
to admit that you didn't know that when you came up.
Well, I'm not going to do that because it's not
Okay.
true.
What a trash debater.
You clearly didn't know. I mean, I almost guarantee you that you didn't know what habeas corpus was when you came up here. So I don't like, I feel like that's almost what we have to do with like bad faith engagers. Like, the dude, also, that dude was clearly here to just hide his power level. He was like, oh, I don't know much about politics, which is true. But he came up here making positive claims about court cases. What was the topic? Basically, he asked me about Trump's immigration policy. I said I didn't like it. I said that he was struck down by SCOTUS. He said no, they weren't. And I just wanted him to admit that he didn't know whether or not that was true or not, because it was very clear that he didn't know any of the cases nor what they litigated. That's all I want. I just wanted him to show some honesty to me. But you need to move the prompt down to the right a little bit. Okay. How's that? Do you understand that your engagement is tracked? Okay. Cool.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How you feeling?
All right. So I'm just reading your prompt here. Prompt people. I'm just reading your prompt.
Sorry,
Holy
I'm having.
Android.
Yeah, no, listen, it's not Android. It's TikTok Studio. Okay, I have bad internet connection. You can read the prompt. That's fine.
Holy Android.
It's not Android. It's my
behavior.
It's my desktop. Okay, it's not Android. Okay.
I'll chill. So I'm assuming, are you like a liberal? Or are you a progressive?
I'm a liberal.
You're a liberal. Okay. So do you believe that like the Constitution is a living document, or do you believe that it should be interpreted in its original textual belief?
I actually don't know. I used to be much more hard on originalism, but it kind of feels like whenever the Constitution isn't clear, you're probably going to be able to do some sort of living interpretation regardless. So it's kind of I actually I don't know. I would have to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. My main contention is I believe the Constitution is a living document, meaning that we, the voters, we, the people, interpret how it should be used, interpret how it should be implemented. And I feel that if the country feels things aren't working, if Congress is locked, which it has been for the last 20 years, we need a president that steps in and is authoritative and unitary in
Well, I
action.
mean that's kind of incoherent. Like, why would we? If the
How's it
Constitution was
incoherent?
if the Constitution was dictated just by democracy, then why would we have any protections for rights?
Well, for starters, I didn't say anything that negates rights. I simply said we should have a
No,
unitary
I'm saying,
executive.
why would the Constitution protect rights if it was influenced directly by democracy?
Well, it's not. You're misinterpreting. I didn't say influence. I said if the people agree, that is a majority opinion. I'm not
Mhm.
some like pacifist that believes, because if you look at, let's look at Congress for the last 20 years, what major changes have come out of Congress? We've had Obamacare, and that's it. I mean, unless
Okay.
I'm forgetting something, that's the only big piece of legislation that has passed in the last 20 years that is worth anything or remotely important.
I
So I
don't know
find it
why.
counterintuitive.
I don't know why every TikTok debate just needs to go down a dialogue tree. I just want you to answer the question that I asked you. Like, if we're dictating the interpretation of the Constitution based off of popular support, then why would we have any protection for rights? Why would we have any protection against democracy, period?
Well, I don't believe in rights. I mean, I believe that.
That's not the
I
question.
don't
I'm not
believe in
asking
democracy
you
either.
if you believe in rights or democracy. I'm saying if the
You're asking me
Constitution
why would
should be interpreted by the or by the people.
I would answer we shouldn't have any protections. I would answer that.
Okay. So I mean, just if you could do me a favor and tell me, just tell me that you're a drooling idiot next time, please. If you could just tell me. Jesus Christ. Dude, my internet is truly not that bad. I don't know why. Bro, help. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's the thing that fixed it. I hit the what the fuck button and that's the thing that fixed it.
What
Cool.
the fuck?
Okay. Okay. Dude, my internet, I don't know what's happening. This should not be happening.
I'm not even French!
I'm not even French. I'm not even French. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. God help. I don't know why we have to do the dialogue trees. Like, if you want to come in and just say, I don't think we should have rights, that's fine. But just answer that way the first time. I don't understand. You should say, yeah, no, the Constitution shouldn't protect rights, and then I could just kick you. That's fine. We can have, that's fine. But don't like try to like walk me down your Groiper road.
Not a groiper, but it is true that Jews do.
Whenever that's not the conversation. It's not the conversation. That's not the question I asked. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why TikTok people are just allergic to actual real engagement. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay. I don't. YouTube stream is still going fairly okay. Like, I got probably one. Do the French deserve things? No. I got like one usable debate out of that.
What the fuck?
I know that's not what I think it is.
A water balloon?
Yeah. I don't even know. Okay. I'm just cutting my losses tonight. Like, it's all fucked. It's all fucked.